Spikes, welcome back to another episode of the Spike Feeders. Today we actually have a really cool episode. You may have heard of the very prolific deck builder ShaperSavant. He's one of the mods on the CEDH Discord, and you see him a lot on our Discord. And he is just a fantastic deck builder. He has built so many really interesting, really cool CEDH decks. So we thought, because he's actually a pretty good friend of ours, that we are going to do an episode basically celebrating that and showcasing some of the decks that he's made that we really enjoy. So I'm actually going to be starting us off in turn order. I'm going to be playing, it is a Thrasios Tymna deck, I know, straying from the meta a little bit, but this is actually the Razakets deck that I played back in, what episode was that?
Some season 2.
Season 3, episode 2.
Season 3, episode 2. So it wasn't that long ago, but it was a sweet deck, and he did make it, so we're going to see if it can do it again.
Yeah. I'm also playing Thrasios and Tymna, and it's funny that you mentioned, like, I know straying so far from the meta. The funny thing is that so many of Shaper's decks compose, like, the meta.
Yeah.
That when you play only decks built by him, that it tends to look like the meta. So I'm also playing Thrasios and Tymna. I'm playing PSD, which stands for Paradox Scepter Thrasios. It is indeed a Paradox Isochron Scepter deck. So look for an infinite mana combo out of my corner.
Yeah. I'm playing Opus Thief, as he boldly calls it. It is Tymna Crom, so no Thrasios on my side, but Tymna's still there, holding down the fort. And yeah, it's a very wheel-centric deck. You've probably seen it. I think Siggy has a version as well or something. I don't know.
I am not playing Tymna or Thrasios or partners at all. I'm actually playing the new Niv-Mizzet Reborn. So this is really exciting. Our first crack at...
Is that from War of the Spark?
From War of the Spark. Exciting 5-color food chain deck. So we're going to make a bunch of mana, and I'm going to pull all of the paired colored cards out of my deck and win the game.
Yeah. Well, he's going to try.
He's definitely going to try.
I'm going to do my best. I'm going last, though.
Yeah,
so I'm not.
Yeah, I'm going first.
I'm not hopeful.
All right, so I'm going to start us off by drawing just one card. Whoops. And I'm going to start us off by playing a Polluted Delta and cracking it going to 39. Ooh. Okay, and off of the Polluted Delta, I'm going to grab an Underground Sea. And has anybody seen our channel trailer? I know that's a big throwback, but I'm going to cast Mox Diamond, discarding Bloodstained Mire,
cast a Bloom Tender.
and I'm going to cast Bloom Tender.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
I saw that channel trailer. It goes like, cast Bloom Tender.
It like explodes.
Cheesy sound effect.
You got to start somewhere.
I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard.
Ooh.
Thanks, Will, for giving me a black source.
Damn.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to draw for my turn. And I'm going to play a Marsh Flats. And I'm also going to pass the turn.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to draw my card. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs. And I'm going to crack my Verdant Catacombs and go to 39. So off the Verdant Catacombs, I'm going to get this Savannah. Double check that that's a thing I can do. I'm going to add a green, and I'm going to cast Carpet of Flowers.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Well.
And then...
I'm sorry, but that says repopulate.
It does. It's a dual thing. If I need to
Yeah,
repopulate,
yeah.
I cast repopulate.
Yeah. Get a shot.
Vintage altar.
Back when Carpet of Flowers wasn't expensive enough to matter.
Yep.
You were going to say, I'm sorry, is that a shiny Mew?
I don't like
Shaper memes.
And then I think I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. So in your second main phase, you're not triggering your Carpet of Flowers?
Correct.
Okay, very good. I'm going to draw.
He's saving it for your second main
Yeah,
phase.
on your second main phase, I'm going to add 4 blue.
Oh, okay,
That
cool.
would be powerful.
I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Swamp. That's my land for the turn. And then I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Tymna, the Weaver.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I have no effects on Tymna.
No effects from me either.
I'm going to... Yeah, you know what? Red Zone, Bloom Tender. Hiya!
Ooh,
Stack
Jan
Jan for 1.
38. I am most certainly the ad nauseum deck.
I am also going to 38 because of Tymna.
That's derived information. He would rather draw a card than tap for 3 mana. Tap for junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
All that junk inside your Bloom Tender.
Draw a card.
I'm going to get.
Oh,
I'm going to play this Breeding Pool untapped.
Whoa.
Go to 38.
Wow.
Didn't even fetch for it.
I'm winning.
I think I'm going to pass the turn.
Oh.
So that's, yeah,
That's
did not
that is a
expect that.
I
message.
think that means that he's going to mana drain something.
You've seen this. You've seen this play before. I'm playing this like a stacks deck.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to crack my marsh flats in your end step. Go to 39. Alrighty, so off of my marsh flats, I'm going to get this Badlands. And then I have no effects in your end step
More like
still.
worse lands.
May I draw a card?
Do it, man. Do it.
May I
Please,
draw a card?
please, sir. I'm going to play a
Worse land.
Sea of Clouds. Do I have... Well, Bill and I are friends. Oh, yeah,
no.
so 2 opponents.
It's quick, Jim. If you can see it, he can't.
And I'm going to actually cast Gilded Drake.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sure.
No effects?
Yeah.
Do I want to mana drain it? No, it's good.
I would like Bill's Timna.
Yep. You got it.
Pass the turn.
What's that? Draw my card.
You should cast your Timber now.
I don't think that I should, actually.
Let your own Timna go to the graveyard.
Okay, so during my first main phase,
Pre-combat, as some might say.
pre-combat main phase, I'm gonna pick Bill LePage,
1.
and I'm gonna add a red,
A red.
and I'm gonna cast Gamble.
Oh, getting risky with it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna gamble for this card right here. I'm sorry, I have 7. Lied.
Yeah. Off camera, he said that he had.
Off camera, I said that I had 6. Elliot was so excited. I really have 7.
I love just
Classic
simply
John.
rolling a dice
Yeah.
for gamble.
Die.
Can we just
It never happens,
can we just flip a coin for it?
Shut
Either you
up.
discard the card or you discard a different card.
Either you discard
Each
a
one.
card or discard your hand.
Okay, so who wants to pick this?
I'll pick it.
All right, cool. We'll do over this side so we're not in that card picture.
Let's break
This
this
one.
wall.
Oh,
I bet you that was it.
a
That's
bleeding
probably it.
pool.
100%.
A breeding pool.
Bleeding pool.
It could have been that. Maybe he needed to land.
Wait. Oh, God, I just need a blocker for this Bloom Tender. Get
Yeah.
off
This
my
Bloom
case.
Tender.
Get off my case. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to play an Underground Sea,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna untap with this man. I don't know where he came from, but he's covered in gold, so I think I like him. I'm gonna play a Misty Rainforest as my land for the turn. I am going to. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to move to combat, but I am going to just cast Thrasios.
That's a Timna blocker.
That is a timber blocker.
I guess Gilded Drake is as well.
Only he's going to go on the aggressive with the Gilded Drake.
And I will pass the turn.
Ooh. Interesting.
Wow.
Crushing defeat.
Crushing blow. Savage beating.
On your end step.
Oh.
Mm.
Are you going to flash into Gilded Drake?
Cast Flash. Oh no.
I'm going to tap 2.
Yep.
And I'm going to.
What do you think it is? Place your bets. I'm betting Limdol's
Reality Shift.
Ooh.
Ooh, could be. You should target
Ooh,
the
ooh.
Gilded Drake that I just gave me with a chain of vapor so that I can steal another thing. Take his Thrasios too.
I'm going to Assassin's Trophy the Timna.
Ooh. Oh, but I don't get the.
Yeah, I'll search
For a
for a
basic,
basis land. I think I have literally one. Shaper.
Play more basics.
So off of James, very rudely, Assassin's trophying Bill's
Right.
Timna that I stole. I'm going to get this snow covered.
Okay, can I attack?
And then use
I
the blue
guess.
to Chain of Vapor the Gilded Drake.
Oh, got
Draw
him.
card. I'm going to play this Wooded Foothills.
Yep.
I'm going to crack it, going to 37. Off the Wooded Foothills, I'm going to get Tropical Island.
Hmm.
Then,
As breeding pool number 2, or
yeah,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, it's kind of disastrous.
Then I am going to tap the Exotic Orchard for a black and cast Demonic Tutor.
Oh,
Yeah, I have no responses to that.
No,
That's
that's
response.
Out of turn, but
Okay, I'm going to put a card into my hand.
what is it?
It's in my
Hold it
hand.
up.
We'll finish resolving the Demonic Tutor.
We're really bad
that's a
at that.
blocker for Bloom
There we
Tender.
are.
Yeah.
That. Then I'm going to cast Chromox.
Oh, do you think
And
that's what he demonic tutored
if it
for?
resolves,
I have no effects.
I'm going to exile Winds of Rebuke.
He probably demonic tutored for that.
Yeah, he
So
needs
he
a
can make-
blue.
Yeah, just
source.
a blue source for Chromox tap for blue. I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap
Keeping a mana drain.
Keeping up. I
again.
need the blue source.
I'm gonna draw
Yeah.
for my turn. Well, you know, I'm just such a fan of these Battle Bond lands that I'm gonna play the other one, Morphic.
Oh,
Do you still have
Really
two? Do you have still more than two opponents?
Would hope so.
You know what's sick is getting to play a third untapped blue black.
I'm going to tap these two to cast an Azorius Signet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do this in any way because it does not matter. White, blue, black, Timna the Weaver.
Mhm.
And
the Beaver.
she doesn't like that nickname. You're hurting her feelings. I'm going to pass the turn.
Timbo will
In
remember
return,
that.
I'm going to cast Brainstorm.
Ooh, storm them.
Is that the Jason's
It's the Jason's
spellbook one?
spellbook
And it's
foil.
foil? That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's kind of cool.
Put those two back like that.
Very good.
Alright, so I'm going to untap.
Yes, sir.
Draw this card. Shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah, I'm going to add 2 red.
Wow, who are you
I'm going to
choosing?
pick James Page.
I have one.
Oh,
I have two.
he does it
I have
too.
two.
Foolish fool.
I'm going to play this here Flooded Strand.
Ooh.
With 2 red floating.
With 2 red floating. I'm going to crack the Flooded Strand with 2 red floating. Alright, so I'm going to go get this Tundra off my Flooded Strand.
Good Dre.
Then I'm going to use my 1 floating red, or 2 floating red.
Ooh,
Two
two of them.
floating red.
Two of
I'm
them.
going to tap my Savannah for a green, and I'm going to cast Squeeze the Immortal.
Oh no.
We need to turn that face down stat. No, nothing.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Mana Drain.
I'm going to cast Delay.
Oh.
I have no effects.
What?
I have no effects.
Mana Drain is countered.
Wow, it has
It
3
has
time
3
counters
time
on it.
counters. on it.
Mana Drain is suspended or whatever.
Or whatever.
It might be relevant.
Is that in the way of the card fetcher? It's not. I guess it is exiled, but
It
It's
is
like that's
in
fine.
the exile zone.
Just don't
Um,
forget it.
I guess I'm going to pass the turn now.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to crack this Misty Rainforest, going to 37. Okay, so off of the Misty Rainforest, I'm going to grab a Tundra, and then I'm going to pay 4, because Bloom Tender taps for 2, and activate Thrasios. So
Whoa.
I'm going to scry 1, and do I want that card, or do I want it on the bottom?
what is this blue Spike Feeder's coin?
Wow. The superior color.
Get it out of here.
I don't think I want this card, so I'm going to put this on the bottom. It's with great difficulty. And then reveal the top, and I'm going to put Intuition into my hand.
Yes, sir.
Or I'm going to draw it specifically. Then I'm going to untap. And draw. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 mana?
Shut up.
You shut up.
Got a Squeeze the Immortal on blocking duty.
That's a 2-1.
Uh,
Forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Pass the turn. Good, solid magic playing.
Like, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to move to combat. And I'm going to attack Elliot for 3.
Ooh. I'll go to
That goes
36.
Elliot for 3?
Yeah.
For
Gilded
3 in the
Drake.
air.
Gilded
I
Drake.
thought Elliot was at 37.
I had myself at 39.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
really
he fetched.
going to 3.
Yeah, he fetched last turn. Or the
okay.
turn before.
Then I'm going to just pass the turn.
Okay.
With 7
Untap.
cards in my hand.
I'm going to remove a counter off of this person here. I'm gonna play a Scalding Tarn for my turn,
Ooh.
and I think
He thinks, therefore he is.
He thinks, therefore he as.
I'm gonna crack the Scalding Tarn. Go
Good
to
choice.
36.
36.
I'm gonna grab an Underground Sea.
Ooh.
And now that I have, a card in my lap, now that I've got a second Black Source,
Okay, Mike Long.
I'm going to cast
Means a second Black Source.
Dark Confidant. Put that back on there.
Ooh.
And then I'm also going to cast my own Timna.
Ah, that's what he wanted the second Black Source for. I bet.
And then I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to untap. And I'm going to draw a card. That's a pretty good card.
Oh, that's exciting.
Is it?
I'm excited for you.
You should be. So I'm going to pull the secret mode of my deck that nobody saw coming and cast my other commander.
Oh no, you have two?
I have two.
Gee,
and also
Elliot,
this one
it's a
is a
4/4
4/4 with flying and haste.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Okay.
So I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack James
Wow.
for 4 in the air.
You got it, man.
Rude.
We'll go to 32.
Please go to 32. And then in my second main phase, I'm going to go to 35 to draw a card with Timna. And I'm going to play Tarnished Citadel as my land for turn
Okay.
and pass the turn.
Excellent. I'm going to untap,
Excellente.
draw this card. Very, very good. Okay, I'm going to add 3 black.
3. Oh man.
Because James has...
James does
I
have
know,
3
yeah.
islands
Oh,
now.
Just
boy.
been casually ramping
I
down
think
whole
this
time.
is
Play this Scalding Tarn.
this is a Niv-Mizzet.
Don't talk to me like that.
Or it's just going to be a food chain.
I'm going to pass.
Please take 3 mana burn.
Sounds good.
At the end of your turn, I would like to attempt to cast a spell that has not been cast, at least in our meta, in an age. So adding blue, green, and black, I'm going to cast Intuition.
Yeah?
I think that was the last one I cast into it.
Does
You
it?
cast
Do
it
I
pretty
target
frequently.
first or after? I think I have to target somebody right
While
now.
you execute the steps in the order that they're written. So what order are they written?
Search your library for any 3 cards and reveal them to
Okay,
target.
do that first.
Okay.
You do have to choose a target, though. When you cast the spell.
I'm going to choose Elliot.
Yay!
Okay, so the 3 cards I'm going to find off of Intuition are Necromancy, Animate Dead, and Noxious Revival. You can pick one of them to go into my hand, and the rest into my
What do you got in
graveyard.
there?
Polluted Delta, Bloodstained Mire, and Misty Rainforest.
This seems like a trap. I'll pick Noxious Revival to
Yeah,
go to
that
your
seems
hand,
correct.
though.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, with Noxious Revival into my hand, this in my graveyard, I'm going to tap Underground Sea for a black and cast Entomb.
Yeah,
I would like to trigger Crom, Ludovic's Opus, because you cast your second spell this turn.
You got it.
And I will draw a card. Effects to Entomb.
Nope.
Effects to Entomb?
Nope.
I have no effects to Entomb.
Okay. Okay, and off of the Entomb, I'm going to find Razaketh the Foul-Blooded and put him into my graveyard. And
And
still...
goes on top of Razaketh. Please maintain your graveyard order.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can't Shallow Grave or whatever.
In case you
Then,
cast Dance of the Dead.
also, still at the end of Jan's turn, I'm going to cast Noxious Revival targeting Animate Dead.
Are you paying life for that?
Yes.
Okay, go to
Specifically.
35.
I have no
Effects.
effects now.
I have no effects.
Yep.
So I'm going to put Animate Dead on top of my library. Then I'm going to move to my untap step, because that's what I'm allowed to
It's all
do.
on Jan's end step.
Yep.
That's disgusting. You disgust me.
And
Yowza.
I'm going to draw a card, but just a random ass card. Nobody knows. I'm going to tap Snow-Covered Swamp and Bloom Tender, keeping up a blue, so using the green off of the Bloom Tender. I'm going to cast Animate Dead, targeting Razaketh the Foul-Blooded.
Effects.
Nope.
I'm going to try to cast Swan Song, taking 3 off this Tarnished Citadel down to 32.
I am going to also cast Swan Song.
Targeting what?
Targeting Swan Song.
Targeting Animate Dead? You got it!
Yeah.
That
resolves.
I will be the one to get
You get a bird!
a bird.
Bird!
Yeah, Animate Dead resolves.
Yep. Alright, so I am going to return Razaketh the Foul-Blooded.
Well, hold up. Animate Dead enters the battlefield. Triggers its own ability. We know this.
We know. Okay. Also, off of my second Swan Song, you actually get to draw a card off.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. It could have been Pact of Negation, but it wasn't.
So
Spoilers.
I am going to sacrifice Bloom Tender to Razaketh and
Pay 2
life.
So you got 33.
Yes. So off of Razaketh, I'm going to get this card. I'm actually just going to cast it right now. It will be Lion's Eye Diamond.
Ooh,
And
that's a good one.
I am going to sacrifice Lion's Eye Diamond to add white, and discard my hand, which was Lean and Relic Order, Frantic Search, Mana Drain, and Abrupt Decay. Then, with white, I'm going to sacrifice Gilded Drake to Razaketh as well. That's yours.
Oh.
Okay, search.
Okay, so off of the Razaketh, I'm going to get this card. I'm going to cast it as well. It will be Mana Crypt. Then I'm going to sacrifice Thrasios to Razaketh again, paying 2 life, and search for another card. Alright, and the last card I'm going to get off of Razaketh is this one here. So with the white, and then I'm going to use the black or whatever here. I'm going to cast Auriok Salvagers.
Oh, that's a combo.
Oh, sorry, Thrasios went to my command zone, not my graveyard. That's very specific. Then with these two, I'm going to tap Mox Diamond for white and that for 2 colorless, and target Lion's Eye Diamond in my graveyard.
You got it, Matt.
Yeah, I have no effects.
Alright, I'm going to make infinite mana, cast
Hold up.
Thrasios.
How are you making infinite mana?
Oh, yeah.
Iterate it out.
Okay. So Auriok Salvages returns Lion's Eye Diamond to my hand, so I get to cast Lion's Eye Diamond, sack it for 3 white,
And discard your hand.
and discard my hand. Then I get to... we're good. Then with 2 of the white, so floating 1 white, I get to return the Lion's Eye Diamond, cast it again,
So
sack
you're
it,
netting 1 every
2
time.
white, and then once I get enough white for it to not matter anymore, I can sack it for the rest of the colors that I need.
How much do you need before it stops mattering?
Probably 10,000. So we're gonna be here a while.
Okay.
So come back next week.
Yeah.
See if
So
we get there.
return Lion's Eye Diamond, cast it.
Okay, that's 4.
So then after I have enough mana for it to not matter, I can cast Thrasios to use his ability to draw the rest of my deck. Okay, so once I have my deck in my hands, what I'm going to do is actually, once I find it here, I'm going to cast Blood Artist. There we go. So with my infinite mana, I'm going to use 2 of it to cast Blood Artist.
Okay, so you have infinity minus 2.
Editor, write
Yes.
that down.
Then what I'm going to do is cast Dance of the Dead, targeting Leon and Relic Order in my graveyard. So you guys remember from 4 episodes ago, I guess it was 4, but I will go through it again. So I'll be able to return Leon and Relic Order, who will then exile the Dance of the Dead that's keeping him here. The Dance of the Dead will trigger, making me sacrifice the Leon and Relic Order, which returns the Dance of the Dead to play, which
And
allows
we
me to
Drain
and
off
you,
of
yeah,
the
and
Blood
you get
Artist
drain
every
for 1.
time.
It does come into play tapped. It is also a 3/3.
Nice try.
Just
keeping
nice
them honest.
try,
Keeping them
guys.
So, as we said last time, it is just an infinite thing. This never stops. It is eternal. It is always. He will be stuck in this midway between life and death.
You can target something else with the Dance of the Dead.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. Which order would you like to kill us in?
Well, who dies first? Oh yeah, no, this is target. This is target. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill Elliot first,
Aww.
and then
Yes.
Jam, and then James.
No, you had an opportunity to leave me alive.
I did. Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well,
so,
Yeah. So you heard it here first. Razakats is the best ShaperSavant deck.
Yeah.
It's the best deck that he has ever made.
Yeah, it's not even close.
confirmed on stream.
Confirmed on this show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
They play surprisingly well against each other, I think.
They also, something to note.
These are all the lands I drew.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that one needs some tuning. It is newer, so. But something that I will note, even though we had Thras Timna, Timna Krom, there were a lot of the same commanders. They were all very different playstyles. They were looking to do different things. So even with partners being very rampant, it doesn't mean that necessarily everybody's playing the same stuff. It doesn't mean that it's stale.
Yeah.
That's coming from Bill. He hates partners.
I do hate
Yeah.
partners. It's
Yeah.
true.
But they are distinct strategies.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
It's kind of like how you can play certain commanders. You can play 4 different Chromat decks, and they can all have nothing to do with each other, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That game was something. My opening hand was decent. I don't think we tracked the opening hand on this game.
No, not this time.
But what we did was, I kept an opener that had a couple tutors in it and a bunch of interaction and not a whole lot of ramp, which was kind of rough.
Yeah.
It was a very, very slow hand. So you saw I exiled the Winds of Rebuke to the Chrome Mox. I actually demonic tutored for the Chrome Mox so that I could leave up mana for the mana drain. It was probably a little greedy to go for the mana drain, and it really hurt.
On the 3 mana?
3 mana would have been plenty.
Yeah.
I ended the game with Grim Monolith and Paradox Engine in my hand.
Ooh.
So, I mean, unfortunately, not a whole lot of action otherwise. Like, I had 2 cards in my hand, and that was those. But with the Tymna and the Dark Confidant out, I was hoping to draw 3 more cards that turn, and maybe something kind of materializes. Even just like another tutor would be fine, because I can grab the Ice-Crown Scepter and hopefully any instant, and
And just go
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a suspect opener. I still need a lot more practice playing PST, I think.
Yeah, I think this deck's neat. There's a lot kind of going on for it. I guess I drew poorly. I don't know. I think I drew like 8 or 9 lands over the course of the game.
Yeah, that happens.
I could have cast the Niv-Mizzet on the turn that I didn't do anything. But like Bill had 6 open mana. So like casting Niv-Mizzet into maybe like a mana drain or something would have been very bad for us.
Pretty bad. What do you mean for us? It would have been great for me.
Yeah.
That's a free Paradox Engine right there.
Well, no, because that was the turn after I had already played the So
my opener had 2 lands Gilded Drake, and my plan was to steal somebody else's Tymna. And then Bill played the Bloom Tender.
You did it, though.
Yeah,
You
well,
did it.
so
You
Bill
succeeded
played the
beyond your
Bloom
wildest
Tender,
dreams.
and I thought maybe I was gonna take that, but then it was like awkward because I could take it, and then like it only taps for green, so I can I have to. Well, I ended up drawing more lands anyway, but in my head I would have had to tap it to play the Tymna instead of playing the Tymna and then being able to tap it for 3.
Yeah.
And the rest of my hand was it was like Alms Collector, Notion Thief, Yogwill, so
Notion Thief would have been good there.
Yep.
Yeah, would have.
Not so much with Alms Collector, but because there's one draw at a time.
Well, I mean, like, I guess theoretically, if you played Notion Thief, Bill could have just killed you.
Yep, he Notion
That
Thief
would've
is
been
not
bad.
a May, right?
Yeah.
If Notion Thief's not a May.
Yeah, I just
Bill
make him
just-
draw
Bill just
his
kills
entire
you,
deck +1,
and
and
then-
then the
Yeah,
Notion
but
Thief
I
is
feel
gone,
like
and I
he's
keep going.
maybe, or you were tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have had removal. You don't play like Dismember or Snuff Out. or
No,
anything
there's
like that,
no
or-
free removal.
Slaughter
in
yeah.
the deck. There is
Interesting.
Pact of Negation.
Yeah,
I could have drawn off of his Swan Song triggering my
Yeah, but by
Cron.
the time he was drawing tons of cards, it was far too late
it
for
wouldn't
that.
have mattered, I don't think.
But yeah,
I mean, also, like, maybe I don't, like, delay the mana drain, because, like, I can always just cast
Squeak
Squeak
from the
from my
graveyard.
graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly just did it because I wanted the
Wanted
ritual.
mana, yeah.
It would have been fine. I considered mana draining Elliot's 2-drop the turn before that, but I didn't like the idea of being tapped out for your turns.
Mhm.
It happened just a little bit early in turn order for me to be super comfortable with tapping out.
Mm-hmm.
And then ended up tapping out to cast the Bub and the Tymna anyway, and
I think that was totally fine.
it was fine. I had no interaction. I
Yeah.
could have bluffed it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I guess, like, the only difference is I could have, like, delayed the Aureox Salvagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you're already creatures.
Well, you could have delayed what he did at the end of your turn before you untapped, right? Because you did a lot of stuff there, like the Entomb or the
I still had
he had a
Drain in my hand
Swan
at that
Song
point.
and a
I
Mana
didn't
Drain.
have the Swan Song, or I would
did,
still have the Swan
yeah.
Song.
Yeah, it just would have been an extra piece that he would have had to fight through. I
Yeah,
don't think
true.
he had enough to fight through
No, no,
that and Elliot's
I think he
Swan
had
Song.
two.
He had
He
Mana
had
Drain
his own
and
Swan
Swan
Song
Song.
and another
I just
Tymna.
don't remember the mana that I had untapped at the end of Jan's turn once I was done.
Yeah, that was actually
But
an
the-
interesting point for me too. I was considering countering one of those spells with the Swan Song,
Mhm.
but I figured it was okay to wait to the
It
animate
was
dead.
fine. I don't think it made a huge
I'm
difference.
pretty sure when you cast the last one, which I think was the Noxious Revival, because you paid 2 life, you left 2 mana
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So I didn't counter that because I assumed it was you were leaving up a counter spell intentionally. But Yeah.
It was an
Anyway.
interesting game, though. Lots of stuff happened.
Yeah,
A little shorter than our average game, but
Yeah.
I really like Razzacats. It turns out.
oh, is Bill adding this into the rotation?
I doubt it.
You heard it here first.
No, Najila forever.
Wow.
Najila and new Niv-Mizzet. I'm going to be making that deck soon too.
Yeah, this War of the Spark has been.
War of the Spark's gonna be really exciting.
There's going to be some
War
things happening with
of
that. I
the
think so.
Sparkcaster.
Yeah. Infinity War of the Spark.
Okay, well we're
With
done
that,
here now.
yeah.
I think we're gonna wrap it up for this week.
Yeah.
Thanks
for tuning in.
See you guys next week.
Next Thursday. Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you like this content and you want to see more, make sure you click subscribe. If you love this content, click on the link to our Patreon. Every dollar helps us create more videos like this.